Good evening, afternoon, and morning, depend upon which part of the world you are living. Welcome to the Jaw Talk Show, and Assalamu Alaikum from Amir Yusufi and Sayyid Jawad Shah. And very happy New Year to all. You can watch our live show on Facebook page and YouTube channel SOT.JAH. And this is our first show of 2021. We are also excited. And first of all, I want to say thanks to everyone who has supporting us in 2020, and we have able to complete our 149 show. So this is our 150th show on Jaw Talk Show. I'm not talking about the Quran and Science and other series what we have on SOT. Assalamu alaikum, Jawad Bhai. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam, Amir Yusfi, and everybody who's watching now or watch later. Everyone, I pray for Allah. I pray for you guys from Allah that you keep blessing. Allah may blessing upon you for 2021 and the rest of the life. Amir, Happy New Year! Excited you are. We
Happy New Year.
eventually passed through the 2020.
Yes, we have passed through. It's
I
a
remember.
mixed feelings. Yeah, it's a mixed feeling. Yeah. Yes, Jawad.
I remember Jack Ma said 2020 is the year to pass a life through. And we, alhamdulillah, and people around us and those who left us in 2020, may Allah give them a
Yeah.
good place in Jannah. Those who are ill, may
Ameen.
Allah give them good health. I won't start with much of a corona today because it's 2021 and we hope and we pray that it's gone away. Today,
Yeah,
Amir, we have a very wonderful discussion planned ahead. And thank you very
it
much for
is.
choosing this subject. That is entertainment as an education as an entertainment. It's an excellent idea or topic because nowadays we live in the world where the audio visual has taken over everything. You know that we both are the ambassadors of book reading, and we keep pushing people
Yeah.
to read books. But right at the moment, this entertainment has taken over. You see our kids watching YouTube all the time. You see them going on the YouTube Kids and watching the poems and everything. Everything is audio visual and people watch it. This is the very time that we need to push this concept ahead. From the books to the and then they say seeing is believing. So whatever you made them see, they believe in it. It becomes the part of their subconscious. It becomes the part of their life. They
Yeah.
don't have to bother remembering it. It will be.
Yeah, you are right, absolutely right. And this is the what we are going to discuss with our guest. So let's welcome him in the studio. So we have today our guest is Muhammad Ali. Assalamu alaikum, Ali. How are you?
Wa alaikum salam. Pleasure to be with you both today. Thank you for allowing me to enter your presence. On
Thank you for accepting our invitation. So Muhammad Ali is author of the one of the book is the Young Mastermind. He acted as so in Saudi Arabia first ever commercial feature film Born a King, and is speaking on stage for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation on his vision for education as entertainment. And we will talk about more on this topic as we will explore, and we will discussing more things with Ali, but this will be a main point: education as entertainment. So let's go, Ali, for the questions
Ali,
first.
welcome to our show.
Well, thank you. You know what? I just want to be very honest right now, and I can tell you guys that you're free to ask me anything or everything or nothing. I'm open to any option. You can interrogate
So
like we're in the law office or in the courts. No problem.
so we will choose the first your first option, because we will not choose your second option. We will not ask anything. So we will ask many things from you.
Sure.
Okay, so Ali, let's start from your book, because you are in very young age,
Yeah.
and you have written down the book, the Master of Your Mind. Okay,
Mhm.
so can you tell me about something? How this message is, or idea is comes in your mind you need to write this book? And for the book, how you do have you done the research or something to write this book, idea and research, how you have done this?
Well, that's a very good question. And the reason I'm even saying it's a very good question is to, kill some time so I can think of the answer. Because no one in the whole world ever asked me this question. So the answer that I can just make up right now is that, it was based on my prior, if you want to call it research, feel free to do that. Honestly, research is not my cup of tea. But research is important before you write a book, and that is what we are told by society, by academia, by almost every published book. Right? Research is required. So, did I really do research? If you would like the honest answer, no. Um, but how did I write a book? Well, I just assumed that I can write a book. Why? Because I assume that I'm a human being. I'm the highest form of creation, and I think we all are. If you're watching this, then you are. If both of you uncles, you both are as well, right? So I said, okay, if I'm a human being, if I'm the highest form of creation, a book is below me. It's not above me because it's a form of creation, but it's not the highest. So I'm not scared of the idea of becoming an author, of writing a book. So do I need to do something such as research to prepare myself to believe that I can do that? Well, I did not think in this in the moment when it was happening. I'm just now in retrospect trying to analyze what really happened. And basically all I did was I sat down in front of a lake and I was interviewed from an advisor of mine at that time. And I was just interviewed, asked me a couple of questions about my life. That conversation turned into a 5-hour meeting. That meeting resulted in the compilation of 12 chapters, which is now in the form of a so-called book on Amazon titled The Young Mastermind,
Yeah.
which is available to the public. But it all started private. How? I just had to be interviewed. So what questions do you think he asked me? So that asking that question, that conversation turned into a research, if that's what you'd like to think. And the idea birthed in that moment. It was neither planned, it was not prepared for, it just became a reality in our awareness at that point in time. We could perceive this as a book one day. We didn't know where, when, how at all. We just thought, okay, why not? This could be a book.
So
Why?
actually, Ali, yeah, sorry to cut off.
Sure.
Why I asked this question, because in your book you have write down some master action plan, which we as a reader, when we will be apply in our life, so we will be become a master of our mind. So because of these actions you have learned from somewhere, or this is your own creation, what you have think around yourself, how you make these actions which you have suggested to the people?
Okay, so I got mentorship from a man named Bob Proctor, virtual, maybe
Okay.
physical mentorship. When I started off in university, and I learned a lot about the what the human is. What is the human? Why is a human a human? It's because of the mind the human has. Now, if they want to live a perfect life and have peace of mind, they would have to learn how to master their mind. Right? Nowadays, every mental health is a big thing. It's an epidemic. It's actually more important than Corona. Corona wouldn't be the way it is if it wasn't for mental health. So, long story short, in order for me to aim to be something one day, because I didn't know that I am already something, I thought, okay, you know what? I got to come up with a plan to be successful. I got to take what I've learned from my mentors and I got to put it into an order for me to understand what I've learned. It's really for myself. Does that make sense so far? So I did not
Yes,
have
yes.
an action plan for my life. Do I still have one? Maybe, maybe not. The point is, in that moment when I wrote the book, it was very inspirational based. It was not, it was not. It was invented in the moment. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if it makes sense, to be honest. It's a very subjective thing, but I needed to ask myself certain questions about life in general after writing my stories that I've experienced in my life in each chapter. So after writing that, so technically I'm now interviewing myself, making myself think about specific things which are considered master action steps or plans after each chapter. So that's really what happened. And to be very honest, I made those master action plans. I did not use any of them myself. I'd never answered those questions, but I thought of publishing the book and seeing if anyone in the world would did. I honestly do not have any data to provide if someone did or not. I do know some people did benefit. Some people have read it, but that's all it really was, you know. Yeah.
Well, Ali, that's how it works. Like, you transcend it, and then you send it to the people, and then people experiment. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. There is no law in the soft skills, so to say. But Ali, I mean, as you mentioned that you had a coach, so you already believed in learning, and you already believed in learning from the people who knows it. So how do you do that? And how did you conceive the idea of education as entertainment? This is very catchy at the first point. So how do you do that? And how did you conceive the idea of education as entertainment?
Hmm. Okay, so I was in a position where I knew that everything that is happening because I'm giving my attention to it, right? I'm focusing on
Uh-huh.
it. So I said, okay, what dominates our attention throughout the day? What dominates your attention? You watching right now, wherever you are in the world. What is sucking your attention? What is it about this show that is bringing you to watch this show right now? It's probably because these two hosts are very entertaining people.
Mhm.
If they were just lectures, boring educational philosophies, and just talking all day, would you really tune in? Maybe not. I hope this does not offend you guys. I'm just talking in generic terms. Professors that do not know how to story tell, the university
We'll take it
classes
as a
they used.
compliment.
Okay. So, I'm sure you both had teachers in your life at some point in time, whether that was in high school, middle school, elementary, university, college, whatever it was. Now, do you have teachers you remember? I'm sure there's only a few, majority you forgot about, right? Why is that? Were they entertaining in some way, shape, or
Yes,
form?
yes.
Right. So it's whichever way they were entertaining, whether they made a very, explicit joke, whether they told a story about their personal life and to do with the subject, whatever they did, it was a form of entertainment. So in that moment, your attention was captivated, and then the teacher or whatever educational institution you're in or whatever was happening, it basically allowed your mind to get in a very receptive state. You're in a trance,
Mhm.
you're relaxed, you're enjoying it, you're getting emotionally involved with it. What does that mean? That means your logical reasoning faculty in your conscious mind is not too strong. That bodyguard that's in your head that rejects ideas, that firewall, from the viruses, that is put away. So what opens up, what's left, is your subconscious mind. It's super wide open. It's ready to swallow in anything you present to it, because it's like the heart. The heart's open. It'll take in anything you seduce it with. So entertainment is a very seductive form of presenting information to a human being. And the human being, in essence of what we are, is our mind. Now, you want to say head, heart, it really, that's what it is. Ancient Greeks used to call the subconscious mind the heart. The heart basically is where everything really happens. So, I mean, without our heart, we wouldn't be alive today. So, back to your question, which was to do with how did I come up with this idea? So, I just analyzed it, everything in my life that I presented my attention towards. Attention means you're interested, right? You guys are interested. You guys are interviewing me today because there's some attention you put towards the idea of me. That proves you're interested in discussing whatever that is you were discussing today. So you are entertained, whether you want to accept this or not, or admit it or not, you're entertained. If you were not
Yeah.
entertained, you want to give your attention to it. And now it's about realizing we have to present and give to the world what they want in order to give them what they really need. So entertainment is what we want. But what do we
Yeah.
need? We need education. Without education, we would not be able to even go use the bathroom. The process of brushing your teeth is a form of education which our parents or caregivers taught us in the mirror how to brush. So back to the point is, how did I learn this? I analyzed my past. I asked myself, what did I give my attention to in my early years? Whatever I did, such as Spider-Man, such as video games, it was because I was entertained by it. And the funny thing is that entertainment, whether it's video game industry, music industry, film industry, TV shows, movies, whatever it is, whether you want to realize this or not, the truth is every form of entertainment has an agenda in it. Otherwise, they would not be financed, it would not be invested in. So those agendas have educational messages, whether they are dark or light, it's educational messages.
So, Ali, okay, that's great. So let's come to the second segment. I am pretty much sure Jawad is excited too much because he want to be an actor, but he failed on miserably. So maybe we can understand from you. Maybe we can understand from you.
I just have to interrupt you. He did not fail. He's, matter of fact, maybe a better actor than myself because he's right now on a show host and he's acting.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding because we have some.
Thank you very much for. Thank you.
So,
Ali, for being aggressive.
Okay, so Ali, how this experience was because you have worked in that film and in the Middle East, we understand it was not very common, and now things are improving. So, how you have taken this role and how it was offered, and what was your overall experience, if you want to share?
Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. So basically, I realized at a very young age that people like to hear me joke or entertain them in whichever way, right? So I once thought at the end of 2016, right around New Year's of 2017, I was compelled to open up YouTube and make a video for the first time in my life, tell the world about my story. It's not on YouTube anymore, this video, but if we were to present the video right now to you guys watching, you would see that in the first 3 to 5 minutes, when I'm introducing myself to the world publicly in a video for the first time, you know what I say to the camera? And it's very weird. I did not plan to say this. I said, I've made a documentary, which is true. I've done this, I've done that, and I've also acted in a movie. Can you believe this? End of 2016, I don't know where it came from my mouth, but it popped out of me, and I claimed in the camera that went on YouTube that I acted in a movie. And after editing this, I didn't even edit the video, I uploaded it. I didn't realize I'm so literally lying on camera. I didn't intend to lie, it just popped out of my mouth. Okay, now fast forward 1, 2, maybe 7 months later, I'm acting in a feature film, a commercial feature film. It's Hollywood level production. I got trained from top acting coaches that advised and trained people from very famous movies. So it was a dream come true. But it's funny because I had an intention or a dream or a desire, and I claimed it on camera without even knowing what I'm doing. Fast forward, I'm in that reality of actually being an actor. How did that happen? I have no idea. One thing I do know is that I dare to assume that I am an actor. I did not say one deep belief that I am. What happened is people, places, and things, conditions, circumstances, environments, whatever happened in the world had to happen in order for me to jump and experience that exact state that I want to be in. Now, I only wanted to be in that state for a very short period of time of trying what an actor life is, and I jumped out of it. I no longer call myself an actor. I no longer desire to be an actor. I'm not interested in any of it because I think acting is a way of life. I think we're all acting. Every human being in the world is an actor and actress in their own world, whether they like to admit it or not. We have, and the interesting thing about acting is, Amir and Jawad, you both have 99 sides of yourself, and you're presenting these sides to yourself through many different people you meet in the world. Your father, your mother, your friends at work, your wife, whoever it is in your life, they don't see the whole Jawad. They don't see the whole Amir Yusufi, right? They don't see that. They see only a portion of that. So the very fact that human behavior in general is you're able to consciously or unconsciously present multiple sides of yourself in different scenarios to different people is proof that we're innate born actors or actresses. We've mastered the art of acting the moment we popped out of the womb because we're crying. Why do we cry? I have no idea, but it's an emotional expression which actors are trained to do on camera. So your question. Sorry, I'm always forgetting your very important question, but if you want to restate that, and if I did not answer it, please forgive me, and I'll answer it again.
No, my
No,
question was,
you,
was
Ali,
you
Ali,
have already explained very well. Yeah, Jawad, please go on.
Amir, Ali, you have been saying very excellently. I mean, you are a very good orator, I must say. Uh,
Hmm.
there's one thing that pops up in my head when I hear you, is there's a metaphysical concept of law of attraction, and when it came to book, you said it happened to you, and as very explicitly mentioned in the movie, that it popped out of your mouth and then it happened. Isn't it a coincidence that it is a clear cut example of law of attraction? Have you ever went through or given a thought about it?
Yeah. So my mentor Bob Proctor, he once said that the law of attraction is a secondary law. The primary law is law of vibration. So I was just, of course, law of attraction. I mean, it's ever present. It's as the law of gravity. It's always in motion. It's the way the world works, right? We attract each other today. It's a way how to do. You just need to be aware of the fact that you've been doing it all your life. And if you do it now consciously, you'll have a better, more easy experience, and you'll be able to understand what you're attracting, whether it's good or bad. And then you don't blame something else other than your own thought patterns and your control of your mind and all that. So yes, of course, it was attracted through the power of the law of attraction, which is not really anything other than another universal law. There's several laws, and they control the existence that we live in. When we are not living in harmony with them and consciously using them to work peacefully in the world, then we are always in a state of annoying and anger and frustration and not knowing why things are happening the way they're happening in every way. See, the thing is, everything is perfect. We're perfect beings deep down. We're born in perfection. Our essence is our spiritual DNA is perfect. So we have to use these perfect laws that are in place to give us a perfect life of paradise on earth and one day in the clouds or wherever that is. So, I'm wearing something called Fool's Paradise. It's actually my sister's brand. She imagined it as a young entrepreneur, and mashallah, today she runs a very
Mashallah.
successful, universal global company called Fool's Paradise. And it's really to
Wow.
promote one idea, which you just mentioned very clearly, because people do say you're living in a fool's paradise, right? Who do you think you are? What do you
Uh,
right? I'm sure someone said this to you guys when you thought of a show. Did you get that?
yes.
No,
We still keep
we,
hearing it.
yeah, we're still getting feedback. Yeah,
Well,
so you're
the
right.
fact is, let's all admit right now on camera, so everyone in the audience can respect us more, and they can also agree with us and feel comfortable to express themselves. Let's admit we're all fools. We're all fools deep down. We have a foolish side to ourselves that we don't want to show all the time. We want to act all professional, but we're fools in the heart. And deep down, we're fools, and we love that side of ourselves. We show it to the people that don't judge us. So let's accept that we're fools. And if you accept you're a fool because you love yourself for that part of yourself, then you enter paradise. You enter a state of paradise with the law of attraction, whatever you want to say, call it. And you're in a feeling of you're in a state of just feeling very free. You're no longer in resistance. You're accepting everything that's coming to you. Life is perfect because you're in fool's paradise, because you wear the hoodie and you go on foolsparadise.com and you buy the hoodie. So, it's a good opportunity. I would love to see you guys on a next show. Maybe one day interview my sister if she's open to that. And if you want to interview my sister one day, you have to wear
Sure.
this fool's paradise hoodie, just to let you know. That's a requirement.
Sure. We will.
Are you
We will do that.
sending? Are you sending both of us the Fool's Paradise hoodies?
Oh yeah, inshallah, that should happen. It definitely should. Yeah.
Okay, so let me bring this question again, which I asked earlier, Ali. How was your experience? Because when you are talking about the Hollywood, if you are acting in the Hollywood movie or any other movie which is already been established from many years, but this industry, a feature film where you are in that area, so it costs sometimes it's quite difficult to be because it's not established yet. and is going to start. So how was your experience to work on in that film?
Yeah. The experience was you know how they say, winging it. You know when they say you winged it? That's all I did, to be honest. Most people,
Yeah.
when they experience becoming an actor, what is the process? What is the conventional way? You need to go try out. You need to memorize a script, try out, and then you need to present it to the director in the casting room and all that. And then if they qualify you and you match somewhat of what they want, then you're brought to another stage, la la la, and then one day you get accepted, right? And if you get accepted, then you have to train for a period of time, and then you have to get ready for camera rehearsal, all that, and then boom, you start working on set. So for me, it was none of that. It just happened within the wink of an eye. To be honest, I never read the script of the film. I'm saying this not to be arrogant or to impress upon you that I'm some magic man. No, I that's I'm impressing upon you all that I did not follow the conventional method, and I'm very blessed to have not followed that, because I was never seeking to try to convince some producer or director to cast me. I am who I am, and if they recognize who I am and they feel like what I am is what matches what they seek, which is the role for a certain character in history, then great. If not, then great. I was not attached to it. And that's actually the technique of winning a role in a movie. You don't be attached to it. You show who you are. You believe that you are worthy of that opportunity, and when you know it deep down, regardless of what happens on the outside, you're gonna get what you know is perfect for you, meant for you, or in alignment with what you're here to do on Earth. So, anyways, basically, I did not read the script, so I didn't follow any of the procedures. The I was actually on set in London, as my brother was acting, and this, that, the other. I made friends with the directors, with the producers, and I used to casually make jokes about, a movie that I used to watch called Scarface. You guys ever heard of Scarface?
Yes,
I have.
yes, yes,
Yeah, it's
yes.
a classic, like a Godfather type of movie, right? About a Cuban mafia guy in Miami doing cocaine business, all that, right?
Hmm.
So in high
Yes,
school,
yes.
so like we're not on a time limit. Can I tell the real story, the full story?
Sure, sure. Why
Sure,
not?
sure,
Why
sure.
not?
Okay, good, good. So because when you're on other some interviews, there's like you have max out, So okay,
No, it's
so
okay.
okay, good, thank you. So I'm just gonna take a sip of water.
Yeah, sure. So Jawad, you are exciting now, and you are preparing yourselves
Sure.
to be actor again.
I am dying to be an actor again, but by the way, I'm actor, as Ali just mentioned. I'm an actor
Hmm.
myself right now. You are trying to be an actor. I know you are doing well,
I
good.
am I am born by
That's all right.
acting.
I'll
Yeah.
teach you a little more.
So normally I'm acting when I am at
You are born
home
by.
in front of my wife. Yeah. So okay. Yes, Ali.
Okay, so
Okay. So Ali just changed his costume. He remembered to be an actor. He tried to be an actor. In the
Change the
Indian
hat.
Bollywood movies, there's a joke.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, let me get to the
Go ahead.
story. Exactly, you nailed it. I am an actor. I just proved it by jumping out of the fake costume and getting in the real costume. Maybe that was the real, maybe just a fake. You'll never know, because that's what actors, they don't reveal that truth. So, anyways, thank you, Mr. Ali Alawati, for stating this times two. Okay. Now, so how did it all start? Basically, in high school, I took a drama class, theater, right?
Yep.
And performing
Yes.
arts. So in that class, it's very strange because I was not actually a good student in that class. Not at all. I did not attend
Uh-huh.
ever. Once in a blue moon when I showed up, I didn't have such a good relationship with the teacher. Matter of fact, there was even an incident. So this theater teacher of ours, his name was Mr. Bialik. He he was a very funny type of guy, and he is very known to be very chill. He had a very unique type of beard. He was very funny. So he was not strict. So we thought of actually sneaking in his classroom, and we thought he's not there. and we thought of sneaking on his computer and changing our grades. All right, me and my best friend in high school. So
Okay.
we this is the funny thing. God. So first of all, I'm an actor today, right?
Yeah,
But the
I'm sure
truth
he's not
is,
listening today.
I no, even if he's listening, I mean, I'm very sorry, but that's just I gotta be honest. We live in a very honest world, so why not be honest? So, anyways, so so this is the truth. Even no one knows this. You guys. I'm so grateful I can share this truth with you guys. You guys are probably very truthful people. That's why you can hear the truth.
Sure.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
I'm now in the office. We are now So we're very bad students who don't even get good grade. We try our best in the class, but we were not very good in performing arts. So we never got the good grades in the first place. And since we didn't show up on time, we realized we're gonna fail this year if we don't go and change the grades. There's no other way, right? So we snuck in his class in the middle of the day. He has a theater class. Now in the theater class, there's curtains everywhere, right? The big curtains. So we see his laptop. We know that he never locks a laptop, so it's open. We go and we open up the website to go change the grades, and we are talking to each other about, hey, no, it's like this, man. No, you gotta change like this. And guess what? Then we hear something in the room, and we freak out. We open the curtain, and we see the teacher he's like a really big guy, so he's like sleeping. And he woke up. He's sleeping on a mattress, and he turns awake and he looks at us like, "What are you guys doing in my class?" And we got so scared, we ran out of the class. We just and
Oh
after
wow!
that,
Oh wow!
and keep in mind, this was around the end of the year. So after that day, we didn't even have guts to show up to the final exam of that class.
Oh.
We let it go. We bunked it. We could not, because we don't have the courage to show our face to him because he just saw us, a
Yeah.
few weeks ago. So but I don't know how. Thankfully, we got a C and we passed the class. Okay, this is grade 11 with me and my best friend. Now,
This.
Now in grade 12, I guess we became better actors. My friend and I, we used to go every weekend to his house and we used to watch Scarface. We loved this movie so much. We fell in love with it. We used to watch it over and over. And we watched it so much that we said, I want to become like this guy. And that's the power of actors. They're able to influence you to fall in love with their characteristic, with their trait, because you want to be like them. Why? They live a certain lifestyle that you wish to have. So you think if you want to live the lifestyle, you got to be like them. How do you be like them? Start acting like them. So what do me and my best friend do? We go to class, we go to school, and every time we're free, we go in the mirror in the bathroom and we do the roles. We repeat the roles of the scenes. We start screaming in the bathroom, la la la. We do the Italian or Cuban or a Panama accent. Hey, Mr. Sosa, what do you want, man? All that, right? And we used to get so emotionally that we started to become like that. And now this is explaining the law of attraction, how it really works. Through the story, you'll understand it, because you have an ideal. You want to do something, be something, or have something. You have to imagine you are that thing now. And you do it until you feel like that is the reality of you, not one day, tomorrow, 1 year from now, when you get the degree, when you get the position in the ministry or whatever you want. No, it's today. It's right here, right now. So anyways, I started to feel like I am Mr. Scarface. I am Tony Montana. I am Tony Montana, man. Say hello to my little friend. Right? So I assumed I am in high school. And we used to walk around in math class. Even we used to find the soundboard on Google. We used to play the sound. We were nuts. We get, they say we basically became it in our mind completely. What happened was the law of attraction started to work.
So you are Al Pacino, right?
I'm Al Pacino. I am Al Pacino till today, because look at my hair, right? But anyways, so now my buddy and me, we don't know what the future is holding for us, but we are putting out a vibration. Because your mind works in a certain way that any thought you hold on the screen of your mind, it creates an energy field, or known as a vibration, that pushes out energy in the world. That will bring whatever is needed to match that same energy, and that creates an attraction of a reality that you were once so emotionally involved with, which is what we were doing. So because of this, we started playing in school. I developed the ability to act like I'm Scarface. I used to always do the lines, speak the accent, everything. And then what happens is we get to end of the year in grade 12 now, and we are given the opportunity to again attend a theater class with the same teacher. Since it's been the summer's over, we are assuming he doesn't remember us. Of course, he remembers us. But anyways, we sit in his class. We have a class with him. My buddy, actually, his name is Tariq. He was very good at acting, actually, compared to me. But I'm the bad friend who whispers the dirty things to him. So I used to tell my friend that this final exam, in this final exam for this year, we are not going to miss the exam like last year. No, we're going to attend the exam, but we're going to somehow cheat the exam because we were cheaters in every class. You understand? Every class, we figured out a way to cheat. But in theater class, how do you cheat a theater teacher who's a master at acting? How do you figure out how to cheat him? Because in theater class, it's not easy. They tell you, here's all these different scripts. Choose a script, find a role, memorize the lines of the role, become the character in 30 minutes, in 1 hour, whatever. Come back on the stage. I am the theater teacher. I'm going to watch you and see if you can pull off this act. That's our final exam. So what we do, we're so stupid. We think it's all about script. We don't think it's about actually acting. So what we do is we go behind the class. We pull out our audio recorder on the phone. We read the lines and we read it in a very slow way. Then we plug in the headphones. We put it. Me and my buddy, we wear hoodies. In our school, we wear black hoodies. Everyone wears hoodies. We wear the hoodies and then we put the phone in the back pocket. Back then there's no AirPods. So we had the wire, the iPhone, the headphone wire, we put it in the back. Then I help my friend, he does it for me. We put the headphones all the way in the back around our ears, and then it just plugs in perfectly. And then we close the hoodie, put the hoodie on, and you just see the face like that, okay? And
So Ali, yeah, let me put the disclaimer. Don't try now. This is the old story. Students, don't try now.
I think I don't know if that disclaimer is going to do anything. Let's be honest.
Now it's easy.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's very easy. So I'm so grateful I'm able to be very honest with you guys because I'm so-called promoting the idea of education, but I myself lived a false education all my life. So, it's good I can be honest. But anyway,
I don't know what it will bring on you. But we appreciate it before you finish it.
Yeah.
Mine? I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, please go ahead. I want to hear what you were saying.
Oh, I mean, it is. I must say that I appreciate the courage you showed up while disclosing high school, the young guys at the high school, and me, Amir. Everybody does it one way or the other. I mean, but to have a courage to remember and say it and narrate it to others.
Yeah.
It's something. Thank you, Ali, for sharing.
No.
Please go ahead with
the least I can try. Okay. So, anyways, so now coming to the final exam moment, we practice doing this. We have fear that it's gonna work or not. We're not sure, but we act like we have the confidence. We go up to the stage, we stand there, and we play it very slowly, and we even timed walking to the stage, leaving a gap in the audio recording, all the details, like a CIA, operatives. Anyways, and then we get there and we do the exam and we walk out. Now, does the teacher think we have a future as actors? I don't think so. Come on, there's no way.
No.
However, my best friend did not go down this route, but I did. And then I went to university and made a video. I said I'm an actor. And then what happened? I go back to Saudi Arabia. My brother tells me that I have an opportunity. I'm becoming an actor. I say, okay, nice to know. Good to see you. Bye. And then I go to London to see what my brother's doing. I have no idea what a movie is. I have no idea that I'm like an infant on set. Infant baby, new world, confused, flashy things. Wow, this is all cool. I talk to people, make friends here and there, and I end up making friends with the producer, with the director. I'm just interested in their life and their work. And as I'm friends with them, I meet a producer on set. His name is Stuart Sutherland. He tells me that he also in high school had a best friend, and they used to sit in the car on the way to school and play the Tony Montana and Scarface, and he used to practice the other character roles that I did not practice. So I said, "Oh my God, this is too good to be true." I wish we were both friends in high school, but we're different ages. Anyways, so
Yeah.
I said, or like it's like my best friend is coming back to me in my life, but through an older man in a set.
Mm.
Anyway, so we're like talking and we started making a joke and we started doing it on set to each other. Like this is behind the scenes, right? My brother takes out a camera, he starts recording it. Anyways, we have a great relationship. So that producer, he sees potential in me, right? He knew that this guy can be. Why isn't he not in this movie as well?
Yeah.
Born a King, right? So,
Yeah.
and then, alhamdulillah, we got an email and they asked if I'm available for the other 30% of the filming, which is in Saudi Arabia, in the capital, Riyadh. And, I said, of course, right? And they were not sure what role they're going to give me. So they figured it all out. And then I did that. I just arrived to the set on a plane and got there. No idea what's happening, sleeping in the hotel, getting up 3 a.m., going in the middle of the night in the desert, arriving there. The makeup lady is putting all this makeup on. They're testing outfits. I'm just going with the flow. I have no idea what's going on, right? And it's like a dream. It's like a dream while you're in the
Excellent.
dream. It come true, but it's still a dream for you. You only wake up out of it when it
Alhamdulillah.
finishes. Alhamdulillah, yeah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
I mean,
So, and that's actually everyone's life, not just me. I'm no one special. We're all living the dream. If we just start to realize it, that's all it is. So,
very
anyways,
good message. Yeah.
yes,
So
yes,
that's great
Yes.
message. Okay, so if we come back on your vision, which you have already done one of the speech for the foundation of Bill Gates Foundations, education as entertainment. Okay, so are you doing something more on this vision, or you have only the public speaking one or two time on the education as entertainment?
yeah. Good question. Basically, I I am on a mission to educate parents before they become parents, because from my research so far, research, huh? As if I do research, but research so far, I'm studying early childhood education, right? So I'm learning early childhood education from my current findings or whatever, thinking about what I'm studying. Uh, I've realized that actually children do not need the process of education. They're born perfect. Every child actually has perfect knowledge planted inside of them from the moment of their womb birth. Okay, whether they have parents or not, whether they're orphans, whether they're in the jungle, in the garbage can, wherever the children are, they have perfect knowledge already inside of them. That knowledge is unique. No one else gets that. Only they get it, and it's perfect for them to use throughout their life to fulfill their purpose on earth in every moment. No educational, no curriculum outside, no school outside, no professor, no briefcase, no PowerPoint presentation has what they have. So it's not about taking the child and saying, you are ignorant child, you need to learn things. It's not about that. It's about realizing this child, this infant, has infinite intelligence inside of the infant, but this intelligence is invisible. It's not visible, it's invisible. You cannot consciously decode it. Okay. And every infant, you guys, when you're infants, you had this, by the way. The truth is, right now, you both have completely forgotten it. You are in amnesia. So am I. So is majority of adults nowadays. It's called amnesia. It's a different type of amnesia. It's not required a car accident or something to happen for you to lose your memory. It's like you just do not remember what you knew from day one. And to prove what I'm saying, let me ask you a simple question. I know I'm not the host here, but can I ask you a quite quick question?
Go
So,
ahead.
do you
Go ahead.
remember the day you popped out of the womb?
No.
Why is that? Didn't you have a brain? Did you have a memory, faculty of memory? I'm sure you had it. Why don't you remember? Right? I don't have an answer for
Because my
that.
conscious mind become a conscious later.
Unconscious.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I'm just trying to. I just said, out of nowhere, that my conscious mind become a conscious later in the age. When I was born, I didn't have that power to stuff going around myself.
You're
I think
right.
from the nature is always also, for example, when we came in the world, if we are not forgetting that basic things, it is very difficult to be survive in the world as well. So this is the automatic system to be some
But
memories
but
which we
Amir,
have already
then
where we came from is
but
already
Amir,
gone, and then we have the new memories on that. Yeah. Yes,
then we
Jawad.
have another sort of. Then I just realized that we have the actions that we do, the walk or the hand gestures, or understanding the emotions. This all we learn in the same time and period. We learn from
Mhm.
during the same time and period when we was born till the 2 years. We learned how who our mother was, who our father was, who gave us affection, who hated us, who loved us. We tried to be close. How to react when we wanted to have food. So all these emotions we learned during the same time period, but we don't remember
Yeah.
it. Ali, very good thought
Mhm.
to ignite actually.
Exactly. Thank you. So we are, if only you could remember everything that you know deep down on a conscious level. So it's all in our subconscious. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying the infinite knowledge that we have that is perfect for everyone in their own life is sitting in the subconscious. The mission of life is to bring it to our awareness, in our conscious awareness from the subconscious. It's like it's in the garden. You have to pull out it. It's sitting there. So the idea that is presented by the masses of society through the educational system, through the entertainment system is, hold on, your child doesn't know anything. They need to learn everything. The truth is, it's the other way around. But no one will tell you this because they want you to put the dollar into the pockets of the people who run the institutions, right? Or the industries, whatever. So what I'm saying is that I'm now on a mission to educate parents on letting your children be the professors to you the moment they come from the womb. The moment they're born, let them teach you what you forgot. The reason you're even having children is to remind you what you forgot. So why do I is take a step back, stop trying to push it onto your children. You think you know it all because you're a parent, you have life experience, la 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 la. That's all fine. But we need to realize and accept that we don't know it all and we want to know it all. So how do we know it all? Well, if you have a child, your child is a mini version of you. He's a version of you that remembers everything you forgot, or she. So use your children as a resource to learn about yourself, because you do right now do not remember yourself completely. And there's a very famous hadith from the Prophet ﷺ. It's a hadith Qudsi. Those who know themselves know their Lord. uh,
Yeah.
so it's a very it's important to know ourselves, and we all know it. We just have to remember deep down. Yeah, very good question. Have I raised a child? I have not. I have not. I believe I will one day, if I'm able to be a successful father. But I have a lot of cousins, and I have a lot of different children that I was able to work with and be a tutor or mentor with and babysit or whatever. Or I even made a movie. I directed a movie called Christmas Eid, where I worked with a lot of young kids. So I got to feel like I raised a kid, but I never really raised a kid. So I'm ignorant in this aspect, very ignorant. I have no knowledge, to be very honest. I have a theory. It sounds all nice, hokey pokey, but in the reality, I don't know anything. So please forgive me if I offended anyone listening and I act like I know it all, because I don't know anything. Anyway,
Ali,
if they're
one thing
interested,
that you
sorry, yeah, go
please
ahead.
go ahead, go ahead. No, please say any.
No, I was just saying that I'm only
You
in
were talking about
research phase
something.
right now. So whatever
Yeah. Yeah.
findings I have, I'm sharing it, on a blog called secretparenting.com.
Secretparenting.com. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry, go ahead, Mr. Jawad. You were asking a question.
Oh, okay. No, no. No, I was trying to. I mean,
I think some lagging
Functioning.
in the voice, Jawad. Yeah.
That is a kind of a character. That's Amir, you, not the lagging. It's you who interrupt my voice and my speed of voice.
Yeah. If I wish, yeah. I want to maybe okay. So I think there is some voice communication gap. Okay, Ali, I think this is a huge topic, and we can discuss a lot on this topic. I'm really interested to understand more about this your vision and how we can make more on discussion about this parenting. What you have told us, and I will suggest to the audience as well. Please buy the book from Amazon. It is available, and you must read The Master of Your Mind. So it is a great book. I have just read before we have offered this show to Ali, and thank you very much, Ali, for to be guest of our show. Yes,
No,
Jawad.
thank you so much. It's such an honor to be able to talk with you guys today.
Hmm. So we
Ali,
have a lot of
thank you very much. I have seen I have seen a very few young people with the instinct of philosophy that you bring in. When you talk, you have that philosophical attire, so to say, in your conversation. Thank you very much for being inspiration to many young people out there and to many old people like Amr Yusri about it. So we have this video, Rahman Rana. What is your rationale behind the theory of a child has intelligence when it is born? Do you like to answer this, or we can postpone it to the next show?
I would, yeah, I would love to talk more about this probably in another show. The answer would go on for long, but I believe if you there's a specific article that I've shared the concept more on the blog of secretparenting.com. It's called the life insurance of knowledge from infancy. That's the title of the blog post. Please feel free to take your free time and check that out. And I'm very grateful for your question. Thank you for asking.
perfect.
Okay, thank you.
If anyone else, I mean, I'm not in a rush. So if there's some other questions you both
So
have,
since we have touched
or anyone else, I'm open to answering and taking out
Sure,
time.
sure. Sure, we will
Ali,
make
if
sure
I
you will be
propose,
coming on the show again. Yeah.
yes, that's what I was proposing. If we propose to have a follow-up show, how would you react to it? And
I'm
we can
yeah, yeah,
send
I'm
an
more than
email and
open.
we can set the time.
Sure. I'd love it. It'd be my honor. Honestly, I love talking with you guys. I'm learning so much as I'm able to talk. So this is a dream come true for me, to be very honest.
You are more than welcome. It was
I
an
think
excellent conversation today.
Jawad, one thing I need to admit. I think this is the third or fourth show where we have a very less question, and we don't want to ask the question. We want to guest to be speak. And I really enjoyed his how he is conversation and he's talking. We have also
Yeah.
learned a lot from you. Yeah, Jawad. Sorry, I am interrupting you again and again and again.
That's you doing it for intention, my brother. I know you for ages now.
You guys are very
For being with us. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, your excellent ideas and philosophies. Of course, there are so many details to discuss and to draw upon once you are back on our show next time. Today, many of our listeners had questions in the comments and through the emails that we will postpone till the next show because that will be the catch for you to come back. And those who are listening and watching, thank you very much for joining us today. We will really appreciate your feedback at Sensotini are pretty soon having our own school, that is School of Tomorrow, and we will be excited to share some more details in the coming weeks. Stay blessed. Please take care of your good self. Follow SOPs, and we'll see you next week. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you for being you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
And I'll see you in heaven.
Inshallah.